How's it going, guys? Today we're going to go ahead and look at law of cosines. Similar to law of sines in that we're going to use uppercase letters to represent our angles. Lowercase letters are going to represent our side lengths. Let's go ahead and get into it and start looking at it. Anytime that I have, so here's my formula. Notice that uppercase A is at the end, lowercase a is at the beginning. Then B and B, C and C. Okay, so basically what's going to happen, the easiest way to remember it is here you're going to have A, then BC in the middle, BC again in the middle, repeats itself, and A. And because I'm multiplying here, it doesn't really matter order. So personally, I would rather see this written as CB, this as CA, and this as BA. Just because then now I can go ABC, CBA. Right? It's not changing anything. And then BAC, CAB. Right? It's just being flipped. It's reversing. CAB, BAC. However you want to remember, it doesn't really matter, but you're just going to basically ABC and then do it backward. And then if you're trying to solve for B, then BAC, and then do that backward, CAB. Okay, so that's going to be the easiest way to remember it. Let's go ahead and jump over to an example that we can do together. So in this one, I'm trying to find AB, which AB is here and is opposite of angle C. So this is really, let me get my marker out, side C that I'm looking for. So I'm trying to find the side length C. So since I'm trying to find side length C, I want to use this formula here where C is at the beginning and at the end because I know angle C and none of the other angles, right? So let's jump back over here and write this formula down. So I have C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2BA times the cosine of C, and it's uppercase C. So notice again, it's CAB, BAC, just flipped. Okay, so you're going to see it twice. All three letters you're going to see twice, and they're just flipped. The one that you're solving for is always the first one, right? C. So now I'm just going to plug in all of the numbers. Right? Let's figure out what A equals. I know that the side opposite of angle A is going to be side A, so A equals 29, and then same for B, right? This is going to be side B, so B equals 13, A equals 29, and angle C is equal to 41. Okay, so let's just go ahead and plug everything in. A, again, was 29, B is 13, minus 2 times 13 times 29, times the cosine of C, which is my angle, which is 41. And all of this is equal to C squared. So now, right, I have my variable isolated already. I just have to plug this stuff into the calculator. If you had a graphing calculator, you can plug it in exactly how it is because your calculator knows order of operations. If you're using your phone as a calculator, you may have to go about it a little bit differently. So, again, graphing calculator, you just plug it all in. Great. If you have your phone, what you want to do is do 29 squared. My phone's taking the video, so I can't use it, but I will do, if I can get the calculator to turn on. So I'll take it and say 29 squared plus 13. Here, and I'll just figure it out all out individually, like if you're doing it on your phone. So 29 squared is going to be 841. 13 squared is going to be 169. And then minus 2 times 13 is 26, and 26 times 29 is going to be 754 times the cosine of 41. Right? It's equal, all of this is equal to C squared. So from here, what you'd want to do in your calculator in the order of operations tells me I've got to do multiplication first. Right? So I'm going to multiply 754 times cosine of 41. On your phone, you'd have to put in 40 or 41, and then cosine, and then it'll give you a decimal. And let's see what it would give you. Cosine of 41 is 0.754. Actually, I think you have to put 41 and then hit cosine, and it should give you 0.754. And then you're going to multiply that by 754, and that gives you 569.05. 569.05. And now you have 841 plus 169, which is 1,010, minus 569.05, so then you're just going to take this number and subtract. And so C squared is going to be equal to 440.94. from here, solve using square roots. That cancels. C is equal to, it's going to be somewhere around 21-ish. So take the square root of that. Oops, I just squared it. 20.99 or 21. Perfect. So this side is equal to 21. Will always work like that. However, let's take a look at one other thing to show you some options. So here on IXL, what your assignment's going to be, same exact thing, except for now I have H, F, and G. Is that a big deal? Should be. I'm trying to solve for H, so what's going to come first in my equation is, right, H squared, because I'm trying to solve for H and I'm given angle H. And then it's going to be equal to, right, my other two letters, which would be F squared and plus G squared minus 2, and then repeat it, or do it backward, G, F times cosine of H, right? So different letters, same concept. Whichever one you're trying to solve for is going to be right at the beginning and end. The other two are repeated in the middle. Now, from here, I would just plug numbers in. F is 15, F is 15, G is 7, and angle H is 27. So we're just going to plug that in. F is 15, so 15 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 7 times 15 times the cosine of 27 that I get from this angle here, right? All of that is equal to H squared. Now again, I'll just go ahead and plug everything in. 2 times 7 is 14, times 15 is going to be 210. So now I have 210 times the cosine of 27 minus, this is 225 plus 49 equals H squared. So now, same thing, if you're using your calculator on your phone, you're going to have to put 27 cosine, and that will give you roughly 0.891, and then you'll take that number and multiply it by the 210, which gives me 187.1113, roughly. And then I'm going to add these together and get 274. So 274 minus 187, 274 minus 187.1113 is going to be 86.88. So H squared is equal to 86.88. And so from here, I'm going to square root both sides. And so square root of this is going to be roughly 9.32. Tells me to round to the nearest tenth. So 9.3 should be my answer here, 9.3. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you. If you're struggling with these letters and stuff, just turn this back into ABC. Make H, A, right? So this is lowercase a, this is B, this is C, or however you want to do it. If that helps you, if not, just go ahead. Remember that whichever side length you're trying to solve for is going to go first, because that's usually the angle that you're given. Anyway, you'll just plug the numbers in, all the numbers that you're given, and solve for what's missing. Occasionally, you could be given a different angle. Let's see. Anyway, I'll look and make sure that there's none like that on here. If there is, I'll do another video. But good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time.